Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm actually here. Oh my God. Oh my God, look, it's the light bulb. Oh my God, Big Brother, please let it be like something brilliant like I left from my mum, or oh my God, maybe my mum's there. Oh my God, maybe it's like a really big toothbrush or something.
This is Big Brother. Rylan, your temptation will be revealed to you shortly.
Okay, Big Brother. Okay, hang on. Let me sort myself out. Oh. Okay, Big Brother. I'm ready. What? Is this a wind-up? Advice from Maloney. Is this a joke? Do you know what? This is bang out of order. I've been here for nearly 5 years now. You think I need advice from Maloney? Do you know what? I ain't gonna pull your light bulb, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what? In fact, I'm gonna turn all your lights off. Look. How'd you like that? Yeah? Big up yourselves. It's time for a bit on the side, you traitors. Oh. Oh, what a show, what a show, what education. We had a load of interesting facts, like...
I have got fucking huge balls.
No one likes to show off, though, love, yeah. We also learned that Sue's dog can actually bark.
She's got, like, 7 or 8 different barks.
I mean, 7 or 8. 7 or 8 barks, God bless. And Andrew, God love him, found religion.
Oh, my God.
Can I get an amen, please? Thank you. But hot off the press, you might have seen this already online. The hunt began today. I said hunt before you start. A task in which the losers will face possible eviction, and the casualty of the very first task is Chanel. So there you have it. We'll be showing you that moment a bit later on, and I'm going to be exclusively revealing the name of the second housemate to face eviction this week. Been getting really tense in there today, but first on tonight's show, for this lady every single day, it's Trisha Tuesday. I mean, imagine a world as beautiful as that. Trisha Goddard is back! And our very own walking dictionary, Tom Reed-Wilson, will be looking at the housemate's language, and I don't just mean all the effing and blinding, the filthy lot. He's a cunning linguist, is our Tom. He really is. Oh, it's going to be one of them shows. I'm going to slip up at some point tonight. But listen, before we go any further, to help me glide through tonight's juicy bots, I need a formidable trio who aren't afraid to let rip, and lucky for us, I have got them. So first up, she is the page three icon who became a household name. She can turn my pages any day of the week. Linda Lusardi! For breaking hearts in Ibiza, and we reckon he'll be doing the same in the Bot studio tonight. Have a look at this, ladies and gents. I mean, have a look at this. Here's the man behind the six-pack. It's Dino Bailey. And finally, completing our dream threesome tonight, a lady who's never afraid of showing off her opinions and getting it all off her chest, making her Bot's debut tonight in a beautiful curtain gown. It's Charlotte Dawson! Do you know what? That'd do Barbara's three-bed semi, wouldn't it, Barbara? You're laughing.
Do you like it?
Oh, we love it.
It's
Go on, girl.
fabulous.
What a debut. And from what a dress to what a show tonight, dominated by the highs and lows of the Seeing the Light task, where our housemates got to hear from their nearest and dearest. I mean, it was heart-rendering. It was heart-rendering. But before that, what was happening under those sheets in Thorn Cottage? Police. Linda, I mean, Ellie referred to a big problem when talking about Sam? Any idea what she might have been talking about?
I think we've all seen his big problem.
Oh,
Linda! I was
Linda!
sitting at home and I was quite shocked.
Was you?
Yeah, it was enormous.
Oh, all right, Linda Lusardi. Don't talk blue. We've only been on air 2 minutes. Dino, now, obviously, you know Ellie, don't you?
Yeah, quite well.
Very well.
Very well.
Now, let's just say this. Did she also have a big problem when you knew her?
It's not all about big, though, is it?
Oh,
That's what you do with it, isn't it?
little Dino.
That makes me feel better, anyway.
It's not what you were saying in the bloody green room.
Hey, don't tell Charlotte Dawson anything. She'll stitch in right up. Charlotte, look, and it's lovely to have you here, Charlotte, by the
thanks,
way. The Sam and Ellie sitch, I mean,
Yeah.
it's on, then it's on. I mean, it's more on and off than that bloody light bulb.
I
they've
tell
been
you
putting
what,
in.
it needs to showman's off. I'm
Oh,
not
you
having
think
it.
more?
I'm not having it, guys. I swear to God. I'm just not having it. Like, it's fake. And I tell you what, I don't trust Sam. I don't trust him for some reason.
don't?
And I feel like Ellie is just like she needs to just break away from him and just become herself. She just
wants
following
to be
it.
loved, man.
Yeah, I know, but like it's just.
But in all fairness, her entire journey as
Yeah.
Big Brother has been centred around a bloke.
Her whole life's like...
No, she seems to have lost her personality once
Definitely.
now.
You
she's with him.
What about you? Do you use bore off or bore in?
Or look, they should either put them in a room of their own, let them do their jiggly
Fornicate.
jaggly, yeah, get it over and done with, and then that's it.
Who wants to see it on? You do. Hang on, no, don't. 'Cause she's got a lovely top and matching shoes. Go on.
I'm shining just for you.
Go
now,
on.
I do think that she does like him, and I think there is an attraction, but I don't think it's love.
You don't
I don't think it's love. I think it's...
Are we bored of it?
You know what I can't understand? Her mum went in. Now, I'm not being funny, but if that was me and my mum say, stay away, don't show the whole world this, I don't get it. 1 minute she likes him and...
Oh, it's honestly, it's so up and
Into
down.
her heart a little bit.
You think he
Yeah,
has?
because she's so jealous of Isabel and everything.
Yeah.
You know, I think she's really hurting inside about him. I don't know that he's.
Yeah, but I
so
think if it was any
for
other boy,
real.
she'd be the same. She just
Yeah.
wants that
Does she
love.
just
wants
falling
the
in
attention.
love easy?
She's like,
she
you know,
needs to
little
get
puppy just
away, though.
wants
She
to
needs
be
to break
loved.
away.
Do you know what?
She
We
needs to
could
be
literally
herself.
talk about Ellie's ups and downs with relationships all night, but let's talk about the task. I mean, in all fairness, it was a rollercoaster of emotions. It all started off quite nicely with a little video message for Deborah, weren't it? A little Dora Leah, bless her.
Really cute.
Linda, look, listen, you're a mum. Deborah hasn't seen her baby for, over a month now. I think it's 36 days. You're a mum. How must have she have been
She
feeling?
must be. Well, it meant so much to her. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, if I'd have been offered Big Brother at that time when my babies were that small, you just don't leave them. So it must be really, really hard for her.
Got a bit what? What'd you say? Barbara went, I would. Barbara, chuck her to the car. God, don't trust her. We need to discuss Andrew's reaction to his temptation. It was a letter from his sister and his gran.
Oh, God.
The contents of which, by the way, I'll be exclusively reading to you all later from that letter. Now, let me just remind you all, Andrew's been in the house all of 12 days. Dino, do you think he was in such a mess because no one could actually be bothered to make the trip down from Scotland to come and see him?
That's it, innit? And it was just a letter. I think he was embarrassed to come out and say it was just a letter, and he ran off crying, and he wanted everyone to follow him into the room. It was just pathetic.
He was dying for that airtime.
I've
dying
gone on
for
holiday
it.
for longer than 12
Dying.
days.
Linda, do you think he did a good thing by giving up his temptation? Do you think that was purely selfless on his part?
Well, I honestly think he wasn't really interested in what was in the letter, to be honest. And he also thought, I can't take that letter and let someone lose seeing a loved one
Who's
in
been
person.
in here for so
yeah.
long.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, a letter from your gran.
From your gran and your sister,
And your
Nicole.
sister. Well, I mean, he
They
could
should have got
probably
the
write
train
himself
down,
what was
though.
in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I mean,
Sorry,
they're,
the train.
they're doing some lovely deals at the minute with the airlines. I mean, really cheap, really cheap.
Big Brother probably would have paid for them to come
All
back.
right, don't spend our budget. We're not all celebs like you. Another, though, of the second chances chose actually, this really made me laugh, sorry, to give in to temptation and spend time with her little baby, which turned out to be Queen the dog. Let's just remind ourselves of that moment. Check out the earring. Have a look.
Mommy loves you, honey. Queen, I love you, darling. Oh, my God, Queen! Oh, where is Queen? Come here, baby. Sit for Mummy. Sit. Good girl, boy. Yes, darling. Oh, Mummy loves you. Mummy loves you, honey. Yes. So look at Mummy, darling.
I mean, tear-jerking stuff, but the main question is where the F did the earring go? Did anyone find the earring? It is safe to say, though, guys, the other housemates weren't happy.
Sue and a fucking dog.
Sue and a dog. Charlotte, Sue later said that she had no remorse whatsoever. If you were a housemate in there and you'd been in there for over a month, Sue's been in there for, what, 12 days, I think it is, and she chose time to spend time with the dog rather than you seeing your family.
It's just ridiculous, like, absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not being funny, the dog didn't even want to bloody know her. Like, do you know what I mean? And then pom-poms, girl, oh my God.
Well, it's funny you say that.
She needs me in there. She needs to put it, you know what I mean?
We actually caught up with the dog afterwards and the dog said no comment, so... I mean, the fame's gone to Queen's Head, Linda.
I mean, you've met my little dog.
I've met your dog.
You've met my little dog, even
Chatty
though...
Cathy, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, even though you're a bit allergic,
Little bit
aren't you?
allergic,
A little bit
God bless me.
But do you know what? I'd have loved to have seen Dexter if he'd been in there, but I wouldn't have sacrificed someone seeing a person.
Yeah.
You know, and that dog's probably more... That dog was barking because he'd been shut in a room.
I know.
God,
I mean, talk about ruining the surprise, Queen. The light ain't even on, you're barking. One of 7 or 8 barks that you've got the cheek of it. Dino,
God.
would you ever put a dog before your mates? We know you've slept with a few, so... I had to. You know I had to say it.
well, that's nice.
I always put dogs before me, mate.
What can I say? Come on.
Yeah,
Charlotte, do you think Sue would have considered the consequences, do you think, before... of having to go without? Like, do you think it ever went through her head?
No.
Because, bearing in mind, she said earlier on in the day, oh, you know, look, they've all been in here longer, you know, I'm willing to do it. She heard that one bark, started breaking down,
God,
lost an earring.
I can't even believe it. Like, the earring has just done it. It's just hilarious. It's like a BAFTA winning a bloody
That's
award.
a moment we'll never get back, guys.
I'll tell you what,
Really
I want to go and find the bloody pom-pom.
The dog get it.
Yeah, the dog get it.
The dog get it. The dog get it. Don't let it go near your dress, for God's
that
sake.
she wears, it's like, she's proper taking it back to the old school, isn't she?
She's loving it, babe.
That lipstick,
That was
wow.
totally selfish of her.
Very selfish.
Totally selfish of her.
Well, you say that as a result, obviously, of Sue seeing her dog. Charlotte and Isabel had to decide which of them two actually got their temptation between Charlotte's mum, Randy Mandy, or Isabel's sister, Kath. Charlotte, do you think that was quite a decent thing of Isabel to say, look, I'm not going to do it, you need to do this, you've been in here longer?
I love her. I think she's so real, and I think people need to, like... I love her. I think she's so warm. She's such a nice girl. Any nice, normal girl would have done that, do you know what I mean? And I think Charlotte is just... She's like, oh, she's another bag of airtime, her and her mum. I can't believe it. Like, the bloody airtime family. Literally.
Oh! Charlotte's getting involved here! Linda, what do you think? Do you think that was a selfless act from Isabel?
Absolutely, it was lovely of her, and
I love her.
I think she'll have got real brownie points out, you know, with the public.
She deserves it.
I mean,
I love her.
what's the
You like
matter?
her?
I think you want to
Mandy.
We've
We've got to quickly talk about Mandy. I mean, she didn't mince her words with her time with Charlotte, did she? She basically went in there.
Yeah, but your mum
and
would say, I
served
miss
that
you. She
part.
was just giving her
that wasn't
tactics.
right, that.
No,
You don't agree with it? Do you
No
not
way.
think that was a clever use
No.
of time? Mandy.
No, that's not a mum.
I've met Mandy recently.
Oh, I
She's
bet
a
you have. You get that, didn't you, Luna?
And she's a lovely lady, and I'm glad she's G'ing her daughter up.
You're glad she's G'ing her up?
She needs
No,
it.
She needs to
it's
see
not a
her.
mum thing to do.
Charlotte isn't like that, I don't think. I think she's like one of us, you know. She'll argue her point, but we haven't had much coverage of her.
Listen, Charlotte's
And now-
normal. She ain't like you lot. You can leave it right
She's not me kind of Charlotte. She's not one of me.
Hey, listen, give yourselves a round of applause. That was a big start. Unbelievable, that, isn't it? After the break, our cunning linguist, Tom Reed-Wilson, is back discussing lots of words that none of us lot probably will understand, and we're going to hunt out some news in this week's task. And I'm going to be exclusively revealing the second housemate to be facing this week's eviction. Here's the break. I'll see you straight after this. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Still to come tonight, Trisha is gracing us with her presence and that exclusive reveal of the second housemate to face eviction this week. But When Ellie saw her mum in tonight's show as part of the shopping task, one of the first things that she asked her was whether she'd had her face put on a T-shirt, wasn't it? And no, we pride ourselves here a bit on the side. Like, we're the show that makes dreams come true, aren't we? We are. So, have a look at this beauty! Modelling a very special Ellie T-shirt. It's Dino. It's a simply put together piece with classic lines and a healthy dose of down-to-earth northern charm. It's also handily wiped clean. Dino, how does it feel to have Ellie's face on your front?
It's turning me on quite a bit, to be honest.
Has she been there before?
Yeah, loads. Too many
He
times.
means sex. Oh, so lovely. Now, Tom Reed-Wilson is perhaps best known for the size of his dick. And his love of all things oral, so we thought who better to look at the language used in the house. It's time for this. So you had sex with her?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, and welcome to The Cunning Linguist with me, Tom Reed-Wilson.
Fuck off, you're not in cunt.
I am a huge lover of lexicon, and what better source for words than the Big Brother house?
You fucking kidding.
First up, my Gold Star winner, Sue.
Hate. H-A-T-E.
Oh, that's a good one.
Crap. C-R-A-P.
It's not often that we see a spelling bee in the BB house, so a huge tick for you.
Pathetic. P-A-T-H-E-T.
The housemate's use of language runs the gamut from irritating to inspirational.
What the fuck, what do you mean?
With that in mind, I'd like to introduce my segment, Borrow and Bend. The house is simply teeming with delicious words that I'd love to borrow.
Okay, yeah, of course. It would be more than my pleasure.
Chief amongst them is chuffing, favoured by housemate Ellie. Chuffing is so wonderfully versatile. It can be used as an enhancing word, i.e.
Fucking hell, it's like you want chuffing bingo.
Or it can be used as a verb.
Chuff off.
Or if you wish to be kinder, off you chuff.
What? Dickhead.
Finally, bend. This is a word that in and of itself is perfectly charming, but is better in small doses. This week, it's the C-bomb, favoured by even the meekest housemate, Charlotte.
Absolute cunt.
When the C-bomb first appeared in English literature, it wasn't the C-bomb at all, but the Q-bomb in Chaucer's The Miller's Tale, in the line, he grabbed her by the quaint. I think it would be charming to revert from the explosive C-bomb back to the Chaucerian Q-bomb, just to take the sting out of its tail.
I was saying in a fun way. You cute little cunt.
Lastly, we come to the word for the week.
Banter.
This is a wildly overused word in the house, and it's a double whammy this week with flirtatious banter.
Flirting and banter. Flanter.
I'm not wild about the word banter. I prefer the synonym persiflage, which also means light or frivolous conversation.
You just take things too serious.
In the absence of a word for flirtatious persiflage, we could coin flursiflage. So, to conclude, I would say that Ellie and Sam never partake of a kiss without first engaging in a little light flursiflage. So there we have it, persiflage. I wonder if you can spell that one, Sue.
Fuck off.
It just makes everything sound amazing. But now, listeners, step inside my time-travelling portal because it's time for tomorrow's headlines in today's Buzz Village News. OK, top stories tonight. Raph impresses Sam and Ellie. Simone reveals all to Sue. And Sue gets defensive. At 11:26 this morning, Sam talked to Raph about birds right in front of Ellie. This is getting harsh, girl.
Can chickens fly? You'll see a pigeon flying, but you'll never see a chicken flying.
They could fly to Mexico or something.
I reckon they can fly around Europe.
Do you think they know where they are?
Yeah. Birds are really smart, actually.
Really?
Birds can, have, a spot that they've designated as their spot, right?
Yeah.
And they can fly, all the way to the other side of the UK, and they can come all the way back. So birds have better directions than humans.
That's so good.
That's mad.
I bet they don't need a sat-nav.
Like pigeons, for example. Why do you think they used to use pigeons to carry letters?
How did they used to do, right, go take this to London?
Well, no, I don't think it was like that. It was more like the pigeon knew the two different places and could go back and forth.
How did they know where it was going?
I don't really like
shitting
pigeons.
my potato. I on my dinner at work and it's shitting my cheese and bean potato.
Yeah.
Or buttered.
One little birdie's telling me it's clearly a slow news day. At 11:42 this morning, Simone felt relieved in the kitchen about spilling the beans.
I feel so good for getting that off my chest about the bottle, so, you know.
What made you do it?
Because Ellie asked me full on in my face, did you do the bottles?
But everyone asked you. Izzy asked you. I asked you. Everyone asked you. What was it about Ellie that made you say, I'm going to confess now?
I was just... Because, like, every day...
Was you just tired of holding it to yourself?
I felt like I was a bad citizen, a bad person, because you don't lie. At the end of the day, I felt backed in a corner. I didn't dare say I was arguing with Chanel, I was arguing with Andrew. Izzy was fucking being funny with me, and then all the pressure off the whole house ganging up on me because of the bottles I didn't dare say. Every single night I went up to that dining room crying because I felt like a bad person. I said, this is what I said as well. The only person I feel bad for not telling is Sue.
Last but not least, at 15:06, one housemate went literally barking mad.
No, half the house was divided and thought I shouldn't have took Queen. I shouldn't have taken that thing. I took a dog that was barking for me, a puppy, by the way, not an adult dog, a dependent creature on me who is totally confused that I'm not there, and then being presented to me, looking through the glass, barking at me. How on earth would I feel to walk through them doors? I would never be able to live with myself.
But, I mean, you also still initially left her for the 4 weeks.
The second thing to that is, your mum lived in here. Izzy has not had a family member in. So, some people would say, and they have, but I ain't calling no names because I'm not doing that, you should have given it up to Izzy because your mum lived in this house with you and your mum went through the process with you.
She left after 4 days. Izzy
Yes,
came in
I
about
know.
2 weeks after that.
But I'm just saying that Queen is a little baby and there is no way on God's good green earth that my dog is going to bark for me and me come out any door. She's a dog, but she is a living, breathing child. She's just a child on 4 legs with fur.
Come on, Charlotte, just because it's got fur and it's got 4 legs, why can't it be a little child? Do you know what I mean? God. That was today's Spots Village News. Coming up, she's here more than I am these days. Trisha is back, and she's going to be exposing the fakes, the frauders, and the phonies, whatever they're called. It sounds just like our old chat show. I say bring back Trisha's chat show. What do you say? We're going to be showing you the moment Chanel found herself up for eviction, the first victim of the hunt. We'll see you straight after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Think of us as the after-dinner mint that rounds off your Big Brother experience every night. Now, listen, it's time to see that moment that Chanel found herself the first victim of the hunt.
Chanel, you have been targeted. You are the first victim of the hunt and are now in the firing line to be evicted from the Big Brother house this week.
Well, there you have it. That was that moment. Linda, are you shocked to see her the first victim?
I am a bit, because I think she's one of the better housemates. I really do.
Flip-flop in here.
I like her. I really like her.
Yeah, I love her. She reminds me of me a little bit.
She looks a bit
No,
like
you're a better version. She's like the lower version of you.
Oh.
She's fit though. Dino, stop flirting, please. Flanter.
Oh, yeah, all right. Do you think Chanel needs to be worried, though, Dino?
No.
She'll be fine. She's fine.
I'd love her to win because I know it means a lot to her and I think she's being real.
You think she's being real?
She's very... I love her. And I actually do know her, to be fair. Like, I know of her. So she's actually a really nice girl. She's dead real. The way she's coming across is just her as well.
And would she like me?
What? Oh, she'd definitely like you, Dino.
Oh!
What you told me in there? What you told me in there? Dino!
We'll try and get his end away wherever he goes. Well, listen, there you go. We have our first nomination, and we're going to be exclusively revealing the second nomination a little bit later on, so don't go anywhere. But first up, she is the only one who we can rely on to deal with the big Trishoes in the house. Trishoes. Unbelievable. It's Tuesday, which means it's time for... own it in your velour. Go on,
Bit of
girl.
velour.
Bit of velour tonight.
Bit of velour.
Trisha, today it's all about fakes and frauds. There are 10 housemates in there. How
Right.
many do you think, in your professional Trisha experience, are being real?
None.
Oh, Trisha!
No, let me explain. Let me explain. They all take it in turns to play up for the camera, and some of them forget to do that spectacularly. I think one prime example has been Sue recently.
Oh.
She completely lost the plot a couple of times.
She has lost the plot
She
a couple
has,
of times.
yeah,
Well, do
yeah.
you know what? With this whole sort of theme in mind, let's actually have a look at something Chanel had to say about Sue on Sunday. Have a look.
I tell you what I saw in that room today. I saw escapism. Chanel was saying something to you and you started laughing. Now, shush, don't get defensive.
I'm not.
You escaped to a laughing place. You sing us a song tomorrow because that's how she best expresses herself.
Yeah, I agree.
Your own
I?
song
Can't
about
sit
your
through
life.
bullshit.
Well, we know that Simone's being fake, but now Sue's sat there. Oh, we know why you laughed. Before, she was like, no, she shouldn't have laughed. She said one thing, and now she's licking ass and saying nothing. I just think people are playing the game so much, and good on them. Ha ha! Good on you! You're playing the game real good, right? But you're not being genuine.
Right, so in your opinion, who do you think was correct out of that situation?
I think Chanel absolutely hit the nail on the head. Here's the thing. I have always said about Chanel is she has an absolute animal gut instinct about people. She's very, very clever, very clever. She doesn't realise how clever she is. And Sue thinks she's so clever, she's now making mistakes.
Do you know what? She's tripping up every now and again, isn't she?
And all that rubbish about going to a laughing... I mean, what the hell was that about? What's she been watching? My show? No.
Your show, right? Bring it back! Bring it back! I've started this campaign. I'm going to do a petition. Look, they love it. Sue has been literally whipping up songs left, right, and centre in the house. Honestly,
Got to talk about Sue.
their
now.
mornings have never been the same. They
Oh,
really haven't.
bless them.
She's been whipping up storms like all
Yeah.
over the shop.
Yeah, yeah.
She isn't shy giving her thoughts and observations, is she? Let's be fair. What does that tell us about Sue as a person?
It tells us that she thinks she's a force to be reckoned with. And that would be OK if she thought before she spoke. I think she's telling so many little fibs, she's forgetting what fibs she's actually told. And that's the problem. If you're playing a game the whole time, you've got to be damned straight that you can stay in character the whole time. And clearly she can't.
Well, on tonight's show, we saw Simone, didn't we, finally give in to what she was bottling up inside. Have a look at this.
You've broken my trust.
I'm not a liar, I'm not a bad person.
But
I
you
like
lied.
to tell the truth.
You lied because you didn't say it when we asked.
But she said she didn't do it all along, but I knew she had.
Chanel, it's like someone doing something. You tell me I didn't do it. If you tell me no, I'm taking no. If Ellie told me yes, I'm still taking no. That's me. I take it
Yeah,
from
I
face
know,
value.
I get that.
If you lie to me, I can't trust you
That's
like that.
fine, but I
and
have told the
backed you.
truth, and I
It's
feel
not
bad
that's
now I've
fine
told the
because
truth.
I look silly backing you. I was backing you. Did I agree once with none of them? No. I'll say no. So man didn't do. You went to the diary room. So you made me look like a fool.
So clearly, obviously, Hannah is a little bit upset by that. What do you make of the whole
Big
situation?
mistake to trust Simone with anything right now. I don't think Simone can trust herself, quite frankly. Simone's saying different things to different people. I'm a bit worried about her behaviour. She's all over the place at the moment, and I'm sure the house does affect some people like that. But to trust her would be madness, and I think
it would be madness, says Trisha.
Crazy. Crazy.
Earlier in the week, we did see Simone and Chanel come to blows because of Simone's fakeness, as they say. Was you surprised that them two have gone for each other?
No. Talking about fakes, when they came in, when Simone came into the house, she absolutely aimed for Chanel. I think she knew, well, she knew from watching the show, Chanel was pretty popular. She was kind of trying to do the same thing with Ellie, like we Northern girls, we're all together, aren't we friends and what have you. And so that, I could see Chanel's face the whole time. She wasn't buying it. So it didn't take long for the cracks to appear.
Let's talk about the task quickly. We know, obviously, friends and family can be an emotional time. It always is in the house, whether you've been in there however long. But there was one housemate that literally took it to a whole nother level. Let's have a little reminder.
Andrew, do you wish to spend time reading the letter?
I can't do it. I couldn't take it. Because I couldn't. I just really couldn't. I just couldn't.
Oh, thanks, Andrew, though. That is so generous.
Very, very strong.
Oh my God.
Now, Trisha, I can see you getting upset just watching the clip. What was your take on all of this upset that's been caused?
The Oscar goes to... No, really, I think people work themselves up. And actually, the way Big Brother did that was quite sly, because you saw each person come out in a state, so it ramped it up. It's how hysterics happen.
But do you think it was real?
I think it probably was real for a nanosecond, and then he got carried away. Andrews gets carried away in his own drama. I mean, he's the star in his own movie most of the time. And then when he started getting all of the people coming over to him saying, oh, you're so brave, you're so wonderful. I mean, if he'd stopped and burst into laughter at that stage, it would have ruined it.
Gone down.
So, I mean, that encourages him to go, oh.
So you think there's obviously an element of playing up to the cameras there. Do you think there's any other housemates that are guilty of doing that?
I think all of them have at some stage
Who in
or
particular?
another. Who in particular? Well, somebody said Chanel. I don't actually agree, because Chanel is quite obvious when she plays up to the camera. She's not doing it like pretending to cry or anything else. She'll go, wah, you know, and she knows she's hogging the camera, literally.
What about Raph?
Raph. I don't think Raph plays up to the camera too much, not as much as the other. I've got to say, Sue keeps trying. I come back to Sue because...
You love a bit of Sue.
No, she's let me down a bit, you know?
No!
Yes,
Why?
yes. Well, she's got more front than Harrods or any other large department store.
See, she does her own... She does her own product placement when they're all there. Look at that.
Thank you. Let me talk. We're talking about fakes and what have you. That whole big thing of I don't care if I get to see somebody from my family. Doesn't worry me, babe. Doesn't worry me, babe. Then woof woof, and we're a quivering mass of jelly.
Losing earrings.
Oh yeah, the little pom pom fell off.
Bless
And what have
the
you.
pom-pom.
And all that time with the dog. I'm sorry. I mean, I am dog mad. So I am absolutely dog crazy. I would have been able to hear woof woof, and I would have said, it's all right, darling, mummy's here, and what have you.
Yeah.
After 10 days, you know, so that's going to, excuse the pun, excuse the doggy pun, but that's going to come back and bite her in the bum.
Oh, yeah, no, she comes with her puns as well. Very quickly, because we have run out of time. Who do you think's been the most genuine, realist person in there?
That's a difficult one. It'll change from time to time, but I still... Kieran's not doing too badly, but I'm going to come back to Chanel because she's giving us entertainment. Hang on. She's giving us entertainment. It's quite obvious when she's playing up to the cameras. She's not doing it surreptitiously. She wears a heart on the sleeve, and she absolutely susses people out. So I'd be really upset if she gets voted out because she's fantastic entertainment
You have
value.
got a lovely velour top on tonight. Give it up for Trisha, everyone. I love her. You're going to join the panel?
Yeah.
You'll join the panel, won't you? All right, coming up, we're going to be exclusively reveal the name of the second housemate to face eviction this week. And we're also going to be discussing how important it is to know yourself, little girl, if you want to do well in the Big Brother house. And I've got it here. I'm going to be revealing the contents of Andrew's letter from home. And it's such a tearjerker. I'll see you after the break, Trisha. It's so sad. It's so sad. Welcome back. In just a moment, we're going to be talking about identity in the house, who needs it, who wants it, and who's voting bucket loads. But first, I promised it earlier, and here it is. So he may not have had the chance to read it himself, but in a box exclusive, I can now reveal what was in Andrew's letter from his sister Nicole and Instagram. Hi, Andrew. We just want you to know how proud we all are of you. You've done all the family so proud. You're so bright and hilarious. You've been so strong and 100% true to yourself. We all miss and love you so much. Stay strong. You're doing amazing and you're keeping your head held high. Lots of love, Nicole and Graham. P.S. Eileen says just roll with it, man. Who's Eileen? That's Eileen! Are you Eileen? You're not Eileen. Hello, Eileen, if you're watching. Now, listen, I've just received word in my cans. That's what we call earpieces in show business, dear. And there is major drama going down in the house. Let's get the view with some exclusive action from the box cam. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm just being told we must have just missed the exclusive drama that's been going down. I mean, we've got some form of plastic box that may or may not contain plasters. There's a couple of... I mean, this hasn't gone well, this series, has it? Let's be fair, guys. We spent money on this, yeah. But, I mean, look, you just don't get that on the main show, do you? You don't. So this is what you come for. All right, but first, come and toast your marshmallows because I've got an exclusive campfire that's going to love it. Don't get burnt. This one is hot. It is time to reveal the second housemate up for eviction this week. Have a little look at this.
Tom, you should now state the name of the housemate that you wish to lose alive.
Sorry, Simone. The bottles thing, yeah, the joke went on too long, and also you just said I talk shite.
Yeah. Sound.
Simone, you have lost all 3 of your lives and have been targeted. You are now the second victim of the hunt and are one step closer to being evicted from the Big Brother house this week.
Well, there you go. That is nominee number 2, Simone. She is up. More to come on that tomorrow. Trisha's joined the panel, everyone. You can just thank me in the morning, dear. Shocked that Simone...
Ooh!
You're not?
No, I'm not shocked at all, and I don't think even she was shocked.
No, Dino, what about you?
No, I don't like. I can't work her out whatsoever. I can normally work girls out.
She's horrible.
She's just crazy.
Horrible.
She's just a bit crazy in your opinion. Well, Charlotte, you're piping up. Go
Oh
on.
God, she's not a bit of me. Do you know what I mean? She's
Not a fan?
just really not a bit of me. She's tacky. She's just horrible. She's not a nice girl.
I mean, she could never get away with that ruffle on the shoulder.
Oh, could she?
Not at all. At least Chanel will be safe now.
Yeah, you reckon?
Definitely,
You reckon she will?
Simone will go.
Simone will go. Simone's horrible. I don't like her
You're
at
not
all.
a fan of her? Well, look,
Get
you're
out.
going to see the main fallout of that in tomorrow night's main show, but first, let's get cracking with the debating. And we're going to get all serious now, guys, because we're going to talk about the quest for self-identity in the house, who's got a strong sense of identity, who's changed their identity, and who's lost their identity in the Big Brother carnage. So let's start with Hurricane Sue. She had a huge impact on everyone in there. Dino, do we think Sue is actually genuinely like this outside in the real world?
No, I think she's gone in there and she's gone, well, I'm going to be the alpha woman.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get in arguments. I don't get in drama. I'm not emotional. And she's pulled it off for about 10 minutes and then she just lost her head, argued.
Yeah.
She's like me, a teacher at school, man. She's like, oh.
But Linda, she obviously went in there with knowledge. And we all know
She's
knowledge is
researched the fuck
power.
out of it.
She's researched out of it, yeah. I won't say that word.
She just thought that all the other housemates were going to be like, oh, please tell us what they're saying about us outside. She wanted to be like you say,
Yeah. She keeps talking about the outside world,
She
thinking
thinks
everyone's
she
gonna
can
listen.
analyse everybody, that she's the
playing a massive
all-inspirited
game.
power that can tell everybody who they are and what they are, and she knows nothing.
Charlotte, she's definitely facing a backlash now.
Yeah, definitely. She's lost the
Do you think
game.
that that's going to really affect her now? Over the coming
Massively.
however
She's just
many
going
days
to
she's in there?
break down.
Really?
Massively, yeah.
Trisha?
The whole thing with the dog.
She keeps going on about the
They
dog.
keep coming back to the dog. Because if she wanted to play that I'm the mummy role, then the I'm the mummy part would have actually said, you know what, I can hear my dog bark, but those young
Yeah,
girls
that's
need
enough.
to see
Yeah,
somebody more than I do.
Fair point.
So she wasn't being true to character. If you're going to build yourself up like that, you've got to see it all the way through. And she did that.
Well, while we're talking about them, let's talk about the second chance housemates. Trisha, do you think the arrival of the second chances had a bit of a problem for our original self-identities in there? Because, like you say, Sue's gone in there, and the others. We had the Void task, remember, when they were talking a lot about the outside world and stuff. Do you think that that's affected the original's identity?
Yeah, I do. I do think it has. It's made them really decide who they're with and who they're not. Before, if you remember, right at the beginning, there were two very different camps.
Yes, I mean, where did that go?
That's pretty much gone. I feel sorry for Isabel because she's in the middle of those two camps.
She's
Remember,
the best. She don't care. She don't want to be liked. She's
used
so
to
real.
feeling not liked,
Yeah.
so she's got nothing to lose.
But she's staying true to herself right from the beginning.
They're all worried about being friends when they leave the house. They're not going to be. Isabel's the only one who goes, I don't care. You like me or you don't.
I think we have seen that from her. Let's talk about Sam. He seems to have been taken into the house's bosom, or more Ellie's bosoms, at least. Dino, you're happy-go-lucky lad. You know, Sam, what are you making of him? Are we seeing the real him in there, or do you think even since he went in, have we seen a change in his identity?
Do you know what? I think on the outside, he would be moving on to Isabel now. He'd have got with Ellie, he'd be moving on to Isabel. But he's going, he wants all the public to like him, so he's going, I'm going to stick with Ellie, I'm going to stick with Ellie.
But he's still flirting with Isabel, pulling her around on the back.
No, it's showmance. He's showmance.
It is, of course, it's showmance, and Sue called it out for that.
Can I just say one thing?
You can say whatever you like, Charlotte.
I'll tell you what, right, Ellie, I do love her, yeah, but the word chuffing, if you ever watched series, whatever, 5 of X on the Beach, what I was in, it was my word, and also...
Copyright claim!
My word, and also...
But you know what? I worked with her dad years ago. Do you know who her dad is?
Yeah, of course I do, Les!
Les Dawson!
Les Dawson's her dad. Let's talk about Raph. We need to talk about that argument he had with Kieran tonight. Linda, this was all over spiced rum and coke. Like, Raph and Kieran literally nearly had a full-on meltdown over a can of drink. Do you think this Raph is the Raph that we would have seen 4 or 5 weeks ago, however long it was, quite quiet in the beginning?
He's found himself. And I think he's quite right. I would be really cheesed off if I wanted a drink and they'd hidden it all.
Run away and hidden it.
That's not done.
Do you think this has got anything to do with Joe leaving the house?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I do, because there was that undercurrent of fear as far as Raph was concerned with Joe. He didn't want to engage Joe. And a lot of people didn't want to engage Joe, quite rightfully. So, yes, I do think it's created a vacuum, which Sue, again, has tried to step into without too much luck.
Dino, what do you think Raph's true identity is then? Is he the one that sits in the corner and just watches, or is he the one that wants to come forward and say, no, put the drink back?
See, I think Raph, like, everyone really likes him, but I just think he's really clever and I think he's sneaky.
He follows Chanel around him.
I would want to be his mate, but I just wouldn't trust him fully. And I would have hid that thing.
But why would you be trusting anybody in that house?
Because people lead you in, don't they? You have a drink and then you tell them, I do it to girls all the time, I say I love you.
What do you think about Raph? Who put their hand up over? Go on, darling.
I think that, he's following Chanel around because he's
he is,
gang.
isn't it, girl?
She's a big character. He's following her around. That's why he's like.
So you think it's all a big game for him, or go on, darling?
I don't. And Kieran said, "Why are you picking me? You could have picked everybody else the days before because I think everyone's been doing it."
Yeah.
But he picked Kieran.
Why?
He's game playing.
You think that was a game play?
Definitely.
Did you agree?
No, I don't. Just going back to Raph and Chanel, from day one they clicked because neither of them felt they fit in. So I actually think it's more than... I think they're mates in the house, as much as mateship goes. And he follows Chanel around, I think, because they get each other.
I feel like he loses himself a bit like Ellie, though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, let's move on from Raph. Let's talk about Kieran a bit more, because since Joe's exit, Kieran seems to have stepped it up a little bit. He's gone from more of a follower to a bit more of a leader in a subliminal way.
Joe reminds me of a genie. You know the genie, the lamp, Aladdin?
Oh, Joe!
Yeah!
Don't start. He started on Joe's wash last night, calling him a donut. He'll come for you.
He looks like the genie.
Charlotte, do you think Kieran's changing his identity to take over Joe's, I don't know, mantra as daddy of the house, should we say?
Yeah, I think he's trying to, but Kieran's he's playing it safe, Kieran. Like, he's just fading into the background, so he's trying now.
Successful for him?
No.
Yeah, it has been. I reckon I don't think it's going to work for him.
He's doing this whole showmancy thing, if you want, at another level, this matey thing with Deborah, because he's clocked on at Deborah's really popular. I don't think, I mean, with all the best will in the world, I don't think Kieran's that bright.
He's too nice. No one's that nice. No one is that nice.
He's just fading into the background, and then now he's just trying to, like, steal the spot.
All right, very quickly down the panel, because I'm running out of time. Charlotte, who do you think's being the realist in there?
Chanel, 100%.
You think Chanel? Isabel. Linda.
I'd have to say it's a tie between Chanel and Isabel.
You think it's a tie? What do you think? Isabel. No one knows what they're saying. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. My car's outside. We don't pay waiting time on bots. Back it. Massive thank you to my brilliant panel and our brilliant audience. Thank you. Join me just after 11 tomorrow with Geordie Shores, Sophie Kasai, Nicola McLean's back, and always making the right impression on us. The lovely Luke Kempner is going to be here until tomorrow. Night night.